beats motivation.
All right, you groovy grasshoppers, it is that time of the week. Rich Gabberty is here, coach of the year, coach of the decade. What's happening, brother? How are you?
I'm great, Tom. How are you, buddy?
Excellent, excellent. So again, just to be sure, this is Coach Rich Gabberty. We coached together Westchester Mariners many moons ago. Fantastic human being. He and I are in the same world now, the motivational world. So another Thursday morning. You know, I got a vent. Okay, can I get it off my chest right? Okay, we're still on the respect issue. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So now, starting December 1st, and I bring this up starting December 1st at Todd's Point in Greenwich, they now allow dogs into the park. The dogs must be on a leash unless they go on the beach, in the lower part of the beach. They can be off the leash, but they must be under control and not bother other residents.
Sounds confusing. And
like, first of all, what an idiotic rule. Like, what? How do you control your dog? Like, how do you?
Well, what's the definition of controlling a dog?
Exactly.
How's that?
So I am defining what the definition of control is. Okay. So now, today I'm walking at the beach, mind my own business, looking at the sun. It's low tide, so you can go way out on the beach. There's lots of room for everybody. Taking pictures of the sunrise, and some guy comes on the beach, and his dog starts heading towards me. So now I've got my tripod in my hand, which looks like a weapon.
Yeah, right.
And so I say to the guy, I said, listen, you have to have your dog under control. If the dog comes near me, I'm going to hurt it. I don't want to hurt dogs. I love dogs. He goes, you're not a nice person.
Is that what he said to you?
He said that to me.
Oh my God.
So the blood pressure is going at that time. So look, let's dissect this a little bit.
Go.
First of all, should I let it bother me? See, to me, again, we go back to the respect issue.
Go.
It's very disrespectful. I'm minding my own business. I'm not bothering them. There's rules. Follow the rules. Your take.
I don't disagree with you. I agree with you. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Now let's look at it another way.
Okay.
The law or whatever that is posted is up to interpretation.
Correct. That is correct.
So that means that you're not in a court of law on the beach. You're just there minding your own business. You want to relax and enjoy yourself.
Yes, definitely.
These people are there to let their dog run free.
Correct.
Okay, and their dog is the because they're lacking in relationships.
Yes.
Their dog is their best friend and all this other stuff.
And they feel the dog has more rights than anybody else. And,
yes,
and I love dogs. Okay.
Yeah. So,
please.
So they don't have any concern, it seems, for you whatsoever.
Right. That is 100%. Yep. There you
go. You're just an interference in their pleasurable day.
That's correct. Yep.
So now you being the disciplinarian, save the world with all of your rigid rules and regulations that unfortunately your book is not a bestseller yet, because then people would know what the hell you're all about and steer clear of you.
Right.
You take it upon yourself to try and educate the guy.
Yes, that's an excellent the way I put it. Exactly. I'm educating people. Is Alicia, how are you? You gorgeous creature, you. Thank God. Now I want at least 20 quotes from you today. Okay, no less than 20, please. Thank you. Okay, go ahead now.
This is like your personal bar dating scene, Tinder scene, whatever you call that crap. Go ahead. Let me hear this. No.
Okay. So, okay. Now, am I wrong? And I try to be very cordial at first to say, listen, I know you have the right. I don't always do it perfectly, but I try to be very cordial to say, listen, I know you love your dog. I love dogs, but please, can you please have some respect and keep your dog under control?
Yeah.
And then they start with, you're not a nice guy.
Well, are you like marching? Are you? But it's cold now up there, so you're not. You're dressed. You're not. You're not like just in a bathing suit or something.
No, that's right.
You're dressed. But you're still formidable. Was this an older gentleman?
No, a young guy. Yeah, probably
young guy,
mid 30s or something. Yep.
Oh, part of the new regime of
Thinkers. Right. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. He probably drives a Subaru or something like that. So.
Oh God. Well, we lost them as a sponsors. Okay, way to go. Maybe we could get. Let me contact Ford F-150s. You know.
There you go. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get them. Well, how about this? So, wow, this is all about empathy, Tom. I got to put my glasses on to see you better.
Yeah, that's right. You put the glasses on. That means you're really thinking.
I'm thinking. With this smoke here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go climb. I'm gonna go climb my bridge.
Right. So empathy, like them having empathy towards me, or me having empathy.
Well, everybody, I guess, have empathy, but I mean.
But don't you think? Okay, so we go back to the respect issue that we had a great conversation about last week.
I'll say
I'm respectful for them. They can do what they want to do. It's not. I don't own the beach, but I've got this tiny little area, like my feet, probably like a 2-foot square spot on the beach, and then
So you got a little portion of the beach.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need some cones. It's like a hockey. It's like we're doing a small area games hockey practice, right?
Yes.
You need a couple of cones. This is your zone, Tom. You're gonna teach tight turns back to the board, like a Gretzky turn.
That's
You're gonna
true.
teach that. Okay. And this fella here, he's obviously a mite or a squirt hockey player.
Right.
He's like
Right.
8 to 10-year-old hockey player. He's new to the game.
just getting started. Doesn't understand the rules. Yeah.
And he's not paying attention. It's just all,
Yeah. He's the
He's
kid
just
that
skating
just
all over the ice. He's
Right.
skating all over the ice.
He's the kid that just shows up, really doesn't. He's having fun. It's not a big deal
Yeah.
to him. Yeah. Like I'm there to make it to the National Hockey League.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
Imagine. I know. That's how I
Right.
coach too.
So
coach in the
I like
National Hockey
your idea. Like I could get some cones. So I'll fashion up something that kind of hangs off me, like about 5 feet on each side with cones.
Oh, that's awesome. Filming in progress. You got to put filming in progress.
Yeah.
A little sign like that. You got to explain your insanity. You're filming something. We have a podcast. You have podcasts every day for your channel.
And that's a good thing because I do film myself on the beach. I put the
Yeah.
tripod down. I film it.
Yeah.
I did.
And they're good films. They're good videos. Everybody should follow you. But here's the deal. I mean, we have a channel here, so it goes both ways. You have to watch. He's a potential subscriber.
Yeah, good point.
We lost a subscriber.
But I guess it's probably true. But I don't think he's the kind of guy that we'd watch in our show, though. I don't think he's.
You
into
don't
mental
know
health.
that.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but when he says to me, he says, "You're not a nice guy." You're not.
so do you feel maybe you need some work on communication?
No. My communication is very clear.
Yeah, but is it effective? It's not you.
Yeah.
You lost.
The dog-
You
yes,
lost the guy there. That's a potential friend. That fella there.
Well, the
He-
dog stayed
he-
away from me.
Yeah,
The dog stayed away from me.
Stayed away. The
The other-
dog
the other
just
day-
sensed you. The dog just sensed you.
He did. He stopped in his tracks too.
Come
As soon
on.
as I yell, yeah.
Dogs suss all that stuff.
Yeah,
you
I know.
got to go see have you watched the Dog Whisperer on whatever channel he's on?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
right? That
I
guy?
actually think I am a dog whisperer. Really,
Yes.
seriously. Yeah.
Yes.
Because when I yelled, the dog just stopped right in
You,
his tracks.
you just
Yeah.
yelled at this dog.
Well, it was a firm statement.
Yeah,
listen.
and
Yeah.
they appreciate that. So that's it. That's you accomplished your goal.
Yes. Yeah, I felt really good about it. Yeah. Now you're right. He may not have felt too good about it. So the other day was funny too because I had the tripod. I had the phone in the tripod, and it looks like it's an axe from a distance. And this guy, another guy, was walking his dog, and
Oh
I
my
said the same
God.
thing. I said, "Listen, I love dogs. I know you love your dog. Keep your dog away from me. I don't want to hurt the dog." And he looks down and goes,
Oh.
"What is that? What is that?" He goes, "I go, don't worry about that. Just keep your dog away from me."
Oh, dude, you just listen. I'm filming a documentary. You got to say something. Tell them,
No. No, it worked. It worked well. So now when these people see me, they'll know to keep their dog away from me. I should not have to repeat this over and over.
But you're not going to get you're not going to be able to be on the board of that beach or the mayor of that town. You understand? You're losing votes, but
I'm the mayor of my own life.
yes, you are.
Yes.
So empathy, forget about empathy.
From them, hold on. Let's
Well,
just
from
answer-
anybody.
Hold on. Stop everything. Alicia is saying something. Hold on. Empathy, respect, reverence. Are they all a two-way street? Are they?
They should be.
Empathy, respect, and reverence.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. It should be a two-way street.
But you got to give to get. If you walk around with empathy, respect, and reverence, then
Right.
you'll get it. Not from everybody,
No,
from
but-
everybody, but you will get it if that's what you're walking.
Okay,
through
so
life with.
let's analyze the empathy part then. So I'm being empathetic of what they want. I say to them, I say, listen, you love your dog. I know you do. You have the right to have your dog on the beach without a leash,
Yep.
but it must be under control. So I'm empathetic to his stance that he loves his dog, but he must. Okay, so now respect. I'm being respectful of their rights
Right.
with the dog.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Reverence. How do you define reverence?
When you say reverence, I keep on thinking of deliverance.
Oh, deliverance.
I know, but it's not that. What would a reverence? In other words, the way you say it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? A
right.
reverence. There's the way that you say it.
Nah.
So it
That might
comes
be-
down to how you communicate. Not you, for me, whatever, or we, or the world. It really communication is very helpful.
Right.
It really is how you communicate it. The bottom line is, instead of what works for a lot of people, okay, is instead of me saying, when you say that, I feel this, or that. Okay,
Right.
so now I'm guilting you. Let's say.
Right.
Why don't you try it and say, what is it that you feel like in other words, if you turn the thing around, the communication around to like when, I feel when when your dog is coming at me, I feel like it's invading my peace and serenity, or whatever you want to describe.
Right.
No?
So I'm just trying. Yeah, no, that would be another way of doing it. I'm just trying.
And it's not easy, Tom. Listen, there are people that make a lot of money. Okay, when I was in that band that we're not going to mention, but when I was with that band, okay, we had a therapist, and all we did is when you say I feel. Okay, like when you say I feel, when you let your dog loose, I feel blah 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 blah.
I feel like punching you in the nose.
Well, no. So something of reverence.
Something of reverence.
Yes.
So, okay. So let's practice this now. Okay,
that's a couple part of me, because punching somebody in the nose is a very comfortable thought. It's a good thought. I mean, you played hockey for X amount of, we both were in sports.
Right.
Whatever. That's an easy one.
Right.
That's the Mike Tyson response.
So hold on. Alicia's chiming in here. Hold on.
Is she the only person on the show here?
Reverence is defined as deep respect. Okay, so but we already have respect. Okay, it's deep respect. Okay.
Deep respect. So as far as respect goes, deep respect is getting back to what we're talking about.
Right.
Okay, it's how you have a deep respect for the person. So you're trying to communicate in a less than confrontational manner. Let's say.
Okay. So as the dog is running towards me, and the owner is like 100 yards away, and the dog's running towards me.
How far is the dog from you?
He stopped probably, I'd say, 20 yards from me.
Okay,
coming
so fire a shot over his head then.
Right.
Fire a warning shot. throw a sea shot.
Okay, so I got the dog to stop. I got the dog to stop. Now, if I'd said to the owner and the dog was listening, sir, I feel that the dog may bite me while the dog's running towards me. Do you think the dog would stop? Or you could stop because, hey, keep your dog away from me. The dog stopped.
All right. I have a solution that is outside the box.
Okay, let's hear it.
On the beach. Very simple solution. You get a stick.
Yep.
You go on the beach and you have a stick either in your hand or you can bend down and get that stick. And as the dog is running towards you, throw the stick towards the guy and the dog will turn around and chase that stick. That's too intelligent, isn't it?
Well, it's too
what?
It's too much giving in.
Is that, if anybody's watching that, we should put this to a vote. You're not giving in to anybody. You're giving in to peace, okay? You're giving in to peace.
Okay, but why do I have to control somebody else's dog?
Well, you're not controlling. You're controlling your space. You're controlling your perimeter. You're controlling your space. You're controlling your serenity. Take your shirt off, Tom, and scare the dog. Thank you, Ira. You understand?
Oh.
Come on. It's the most amazing thing would be it's the reason why hockey coaches at practice have a whistle.
Right.
It's to control the situation. So the same thing with a stick. The dog's coming at you. I would go to the beach because it seems to be an issue with you, and I don't blame you because I don't want to get hit by a dog either. I've had dogs bite me as a kid.
Right.
No bueno.
Right.
Okay, not cool. Anyway, so I get it. So wouldn't that be like really outside the box, and that would show how cool you are? Like
now the dog thinks I'm playing with him, and now he's going to run back to me with the stick and wants me to throw it.
But I'll tell you what, it's like when they fire some warning shots. Yeah. You see how serious this dog is. If you wave the stick and you throw it and it still comes at you, but then you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, but okay. So now this owner has let his dog come towards me.
Yeah.
Now he looks like I'm accommodating to him, and he will continue to let that happen.
No.
See,
I bring a stick because I don't want one of these dogs to bite me.
Well, I have,
and let's go back to but once again back to the initial point. But so this guy is allowed to let his dog go 80 yards ahead of him on the beach?
No, he's not. The dog is supposed to be under control. But that, like you said, that's what is the definition of control, right?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be on the lower part of the beach, so the high water mark, where the high tide, because it's got to be down below that.
Unfortunately, I'm familiar with that. Hurricane Ian has made us very familiar with that.
That's right. So, so if I give in to that, then the guy says, oh, this guy's a friendly guy. I'll just let my dog, he's playing with my dog. I'll just let my dog run over to him again. And now I got to deal with it again.
Well, yeah, somebody brings it. You're going to deal with dogs. That's
I feel society. I feel like every time I educate somebody with their dog, they now realize, okay, that guy with the big black jacket walking down the beach, I should keep my dog away from him because he's going to get mad.
Oh God, yeah. Well, we got to get you we got to start making tons of money so we can get your house on the beach. That's it, and it's yours, and nobody can come around you.
Right.
No.
Here's the Brendan's kind of good one here.
Good.
My Irish father said, pour water on dogs, stop fighting dogs. So maybe carry a bottle of water. Nice.
Nice. I like it. And he's on the beach. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
nice.
it. There you go. There's your sleep doctor there.
That's my personal sleep doctor right there, Brendan Duffy, that you're trying to steal.
He's a member of Wellness Connects. He's trying to enhance his business.
See, here's like some of our listeners are very, most of them are all intelligent people. Anthony, the dog shouldn't be running up to you. There you go.
That's a good point.
Summed up right there. Thanks, Anthony.
He's 100% correct too. Right. But that's not what's going on in society today.
Right. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I think we talked about this subject. We should not cross. Even with a green light, you got to be very careful. People run red lights all the time now.
Oh, nobody's paying it. But that's a lot of nobody's paying attention.
Well, or else they're just trying to beat the light, especially early in the morning. They figure the roads are empty.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what they taught us with the defensive driving back 20, 30 years ago, Scotty Brothers defensive driving course was expect the worst.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Expect the worst. And I'll give you an example of that real quick, because I have that ingrained in me. I was driving back from the Florida Panthers game. So that's across something called Alligator Alley.
Yes.
Okay. It's a 2-hour ride. There's one gas station in the middle. You break down, you're in some deep shit. Anyway, 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. at night, I'm driving, Louie and I'm always scanning behind me. I'm in the right lane, and I looked behind me, and I saw headlights in the breakdown lane. Mm-hmm. So the breakdown lane, there's a guardrail, the breakdown lane, and then the lane I'm in.
Sure.
I got passed by some maniac going about 120 miles an hour on my passenger side, and he was in the emergency lane.
Right.
That's how crazy people are on the road nowadays.
I know.
You know?
No, I agree with you. Yeah.
So yeah, driving is a whole nother animal. You know what I'm saying? That driving is a whole. But talking about stuff like this.
Alicia's making a comment. We have to stop everything when Alicia's making a comment.
Yeah.
How about attaching a message of your choice to the owner of the dog on the stick? She meant here.
On the stick. That's kind of cool too.
Well, but the problem is, by the time the dog is to me, I mean, it'd have to be a big sign. Like,
but you had 20. You had 20 yards. The guy was 20 yards away from you.
He was 100 yards away from me. The dog.
You wave a stick and practice. Go there and practice. See how far you can throw these sticks. Okay, we got to work on this. We got to do some form.
I do like the water bottle. I like the yelling in the water bottle better.
Yeah, but the yelling is, you know what?
I should be careful. I'm phrasing it the wrong way. I'm being firm with him to let him know. Listen, I'm not just going to take this.
Because you're not going to the beach to have a confrontation with dogs. You're going to relax. You're going to see the sunrise.
Yeah,
it's part of your like peaceful entry into the day.
Totally, and they're ruining that, having dogs run towards me.
Yes, society will ruin out peace and serenity.
I'm going to educate everybody at the beach so they all understand. Keep the dogs away from the large man in the black jacket. I
must say, I like the idea of the stick and the note. You get a rubber band, you make sticks. You get some sticks, some rubber bands, and you put it in your little satchel. You must have some kind of a thing that carries your stuff, a little bag, right?
No, I don't carry a little bag.
No, I don't mean I don't mean one of those man purses. I mean like a over the shoulder to the gym
backpack. No,
whatever the hell you want. Okay, right.
That's left backpack. In the car. That's left in the car.
Bring it with you full of sticks with rubber bands. No, I'm exaggerating. Look, you have issues with dogs and people.
No, I have issues with issues with people not being respectful. That's my issue. Yes. Okay. So, see, people might not. I agree with you, but that wouldn't make a good show then if we agree with each other. Yeah, don't agree.
So what I'm saying is, yes, you're 100% right. It's a respect issue. How about this? It's a lack of awareness issue.
Very true. Yes,
okay.
That's probably very true. Yeah, he could be a really nice guy, very respectful. He just doesn't understand that not everybody wants the dogs all over him. Yeah.
He's probably a Ranger fan. You don't know.
I know.
Not that you need. Not that.
See, and I actually think that I'm being the nice guy. So there's a lady. It was like a week ago, December 1st. This all started. She was there the first day, December 1st, and her dog was running all over. Beautiful husky dog. Yeah. Right.
That's a nice.
So I actually felt like I'm doing the right thing. Some other people saw that dog running around, took a picture of it, and complained to the people that run the park.
Oh, okay, that's going to happen.
Yeah, so she had to keep the dog on a leash, and she started whining to me about it. Oh, I have to put my dog on a leash. I felt like saying to her, well, you got to control your dog. So my way, I'm not getting anybody's dog in trouble. I'm warning them.
Yeah.
I'm taking
You're
charge of
doing a
myself.
one-on-one. You are becoming the police. Right. When somebody blows a stop sign, you take it upon yourself to chase that guy and pull over and inform him, hey, you passed the stop sign.
I actually did that. Must be about 2 months ago. Guy was flying. I was just about to turn onto the street.
Wait. That's the flower guy. Tell the story.
No,
right?
no. Another
This-
one. This is it ended up being.
They
Yeah,
just
flew
pick on
right
him.
through. He had driving a white car. So I decided that's it. I'm going to chase him down. He pulled into the CVS, went to get out of the car. It was a buddy of mine. It was a cop from Portchester. His friend of
Oh,
mine.
that's hilarious.
I hadn't seen him in months too. He goes, "What are you doing?" He died laughing. It was a pretty funny scene. Yeah.
Yeah, you
No.
said, yeah, right. That's hilarious.
Oh, I know. The
That's very
chances
funny.
of it being somebody I knew. Yeah.
Imagine
Oh,
like
my-
you're driving down the road and you flip off somebody, and meanwhile it's your friend.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and then
God.
you just tell them, "Oh, no, I was telling you, you're number one."
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go.
Something like that. You're number one. So, all right.
So, respect. All right. So
Listen, I hear you about the respect. Okay, so respect is something that but I don't think you have a problem defining your in conversation what your
Level of-
respect issues are or whatever. If somebody shows up late, you're gonna say, hey, you're late.
Yeah.
And I will. More than likely, I will too. I don't like to hear people tell me sometimes, well, this is how we are.
Ooh.
This is how we are. We're all late.
Nope.
We're all late. Like
And especially they say, well, it's traffic. Well, you have Waze, you have Google
Yeah,
Maps.
yeah.
Just that excuse is gone out the window.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a total lack of respect. That one there, not showing up on, or at least if you're going to be late, at least contact somebody to say, listen, I've got an emergency, whatever. I'm going to be late. Yeah.
I think well, for me or for you, whatever, I think that having to play when you play a sport and they give you an itinerary with the timeline,
Yes.
okay, when they plan out what the procedure is for that day,
Right.
and you're held accountable to be ready at those times. I think that's important. That's why when I was with that band who was constantly late, it would drive me crazy.
Yeah. So, as you know, I was on that TV show Survivor. I don't know if you know that or not. So,
wow.
When we got voted off, we all had to go. People that got voted off before the jury had to go to Australia. So they were always trying to plan events every day to go do things. So you have to get there's six Survivor players that were there, a couple of handlers that were there.
Oh my
So-
God.
So they would
hilarious.
schedule things to be in the lobby like at noon, let's say, for example.
And the show's over. You lost.
Show's over. You don't have to hold back or anything like that. Just let it rip. So they would show up late. I'd be down the lobby. We got in the bus one day, and I educated them. I said, listen, from now on, that won't happen. Get there on time.
Oh my God.
And that's it. And then it didn't, or else kind of thing. It's you get there on time. They were there on time. They're there on time from now on.
So how long did you have to if I lose the first week, okay, which is a possibility for me.
Sure.
No, if I lose the first week, I have to stay there like 13 weeks.
39 days. Yeah. So the guy that got voted, the first guy that got voted out,
Right.
the guy who was my roommate, Ronnie, got voted out after 3 days.
Oh
So
my.
he had to stay at the Ponderosa, which is the base camp, for 2 weeks, and then fly to Australia and have the rest of the time in Australia. So yeah.
That's not bad though. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, it was okay, but what they do is they don't give you your phone, your computer, your credit cards, anything like that. They give you enough cash to go to the grocery store and buy food every day. And they put you in a nice hotel, but it's got the kitchen, so they don't want you out, restaurants, because they're afraid somebody recognizes or if you get hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, like if you get arrested or run over by a bus.
Well, there you go.
Nobody knew who you were.
It's going to ruin this show.
Yeah, well, that's that's
I
the big one,
love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, so we were without the phones for a total of 45 days, or 44 days without phones or computer.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was really, you know what? That was the interesting part. Even they gave back on a flight back from Australia to Los Angeles to give us our phones back. And you're like, holy crap, I've gone for a long time without the phone.
Now you have to tell, I guess, significant people in your life that you're going to be at it. You're going to
Yes.
be away.
Yeah. Right. You
Right?
tell, yeah, but they're very limited. They haven't signed like a 128-page contract about
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
confidentiality. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny, like some of the stuff that
Yeah.
entertainment, the entertainment industry gets away with murder.
Oh, they
You
do.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So everybody on the show just signed. Even the one girl who's an Olympic swimmer had
Yeah.
just signed it like it was, and she had an agent too. And I said, I didn't sign it the way it was. I tore it up.
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I tore it up. The lawyer actually was getting a kick out of it. We went back and forth for a while. He goes, Tom, this is fun, but I just can't keep doing this anymore.
Yeah, right, right.
As far as like they have things in the back of the they put certain things in the back of the contract. I'm sure you deal with it.
Yeah.
Where they said that Survivor would act as my agent for the next 2 years. I
Right.
said, you're not acting as my
Right.
agent.
Yeah. No way. No. Anytime I got involved with any of that, I would give it to a lawyer.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Because I didn't. It was just too much.
Yeah.
It's just too crazy.
This
What
is
do we got?
interesting. This just happened today. What do you guys think about Brittany Griner being released? So she was in jail over in Russia, correct?
Oh, it's the
That was that.
basketball player?
Yeah, basketball player, and she just got released
well,
today.
good
So
she
they
got
worked out
released.
some kind of a ransom or something like that to release her, which is great for her. It's fantastic that she's
Yeah.
out. But the problem is, there's a number of other people over there that are in prison as well that do not have the access to the White House to have them negotiate on her behalf.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's you know what, that's celebrity privilege, basically. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
the way it goes. No, it's terrible. It's easy for me to say because I'm not in jail in Russia.
Yeah.
You know what I
Imagine if a family member has a son or a daughter or whatever over in Russia, and they see that and nothing's happening with their son or daughter.
I think you and I can get out of trouble in Russia.
Out of trouble?
Sure.
We're
We have friends in Russia.
That's true. We do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
All right. As a matter of fact, that when I went to, I'm not going to mention who it is, but when I went to the hockey game with my buddy Scotty, who has Scotty owns the KHL team that plays in China.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. So he owns the KHL team that plays in China. So we're sitting there talking, and some whatever TV show, whatever, some camera crew was taking a video of us talking, and he goes, "Hey, I just text so and so," and here he saying that he was with me, and and we get a text back, and he goes, "Scotty, I love Rich, but it's 3:30 in the morning here in Russia." It was just very funny. Good
There you go. What's Danny got here? Danny's got some important information here. Aerosmith had to sign an agreement that said they don't know Rich Gaverty in any way, shape, or form.
There you go. That hurts. That hurts.
Dan.
How about
Danny.
this? How about this? This video. That's so funny because that's the truth. If I ever died in a plane crash with Steven, I'd be the other guy. I'd be, I would never have my name. It would be and band personnel.
Yeah,
So
band personnel.
You don't want to fly with him because your death would be meaningless.
Right.
But there's one time that I was with them backstage in '91. There's video of it, and we win the Grammy for Living on the Edge. So as soon as they say the winner's Aerosmith, Meatloaf opens the thing, and the winner's Aerosmith, and there's a shot of like you and I right now, right? And I'm like, yeah, and then they all turn around, like I scared them. I said it so loud. They all turned around. Who's patting me on the back? Whatever the hell. They go. They were so discombobulated, not from me because they went to the wrong podium. They didn't even mention me. Like and thanks to Rich Gaverty, our tour man, nothing. I was devastated.
So there's a few months back when Ron Duguay first started dating Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
So she made it very public that she was not getting vaccinated, and it's still in a time where you had to be vaccinated to go into a restaurant in New York City. So Dukes is a real master, like page 6, right? He knows who to notify and let them know. So we're assuming, we don't know for sure, that he notified page 6 of where he was going to be going to dinner with Sarah Palin.
Of course he did.
So picture in the paper the next day, her sitting there at the table inside the restaurant, and they're complaining about the whole no vaccination thing. And Dukes is sitting with her. They don't even mention Dukes.
Right.
They don't say about somebody else. She said Sarah Palin was in the restaurant there. There's a picture. He must have been hot, because he set that thing up to.
You got to get used to that, though. Yeah, you always get trumped. Absolutely.
God. Yeah, he's not used to that at all, right? Because you remember when he played, he was always center of attention. Yeah.
Don't worry about time. You could take me anywhere. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
And that's the thing I am as well. Like it's kind of funny when my boys started getting old enough. If somebody ever did recognize me, my boys were like, "What? Who are you?"
Yeah. The first time I took my kids to one of those Aerosmith concerts, because I really waited a long time. So they were teenagers at the time, and I took them and whatever they did a really nice thing for them, and we sat on the soundboard, and I'll read that in a second. Oh yeah.
Oh really? Is that true?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes to everything, and no comment to specifics. But they which causes a lot of concern, but. Real quick. So anyway, my kids did the same thing. They didn't realize that we were on the soundboard. Steven came and broke my son's chops about his bushy eyebrows. Great stuff. It was a good time the first time I brought them around. They had grown up with them, but never at a show. Right. Now, getting back to Steven and the band, they were supposed to. They have a residency in Las Vegas up until December 11th. They had to cancel the remaining shows because Steven isn't feeling well.
Oh.
And which is obviously he's 74 years old.
Suck it up.
Yeah. Oh, 74 years old, and whatever's ailing him must be pretty significant because he's a real gamer.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So he I feel terrible for him. The real thing, the problem though, Tom, is that people planned on coming here to Vegas from Germany. People are coming from Germany,
man.
all over the globe. People are flying in to see these shows, and they're not going to happen.
Right.
So there's a lot of talk on the Aerosmith blog or on the Aerosmith,
Yeah, there was a big country music star probably about a year ago. I think it was before the pandemic. I think it was. He did the same thing. Had a big show planned. People started complaining. He canceled it, but he canceled it for some like a family reason. Like he's gonna be home for his son's birthday or something like that.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and people were really like, okay, let me get straight. I'm flying in. I'm taking time off of work. I'm flying in, getting hotels and all that. Yeah. So he took some heat over it.
Yeah. The only saving grace is that it's in Las Vegas. So if you're gonna have nothing to do in Vegas, that's not a bad place.
Are you a Vegas guy though? Do you like Vegas?
No. No, because I see through all the BS, and I'm not. I don't gamble on other things.
Yeah,
I gamble on myself. I don't.
Sit in a room with no windows for hours at a time.
Yeah. I mean, but here's the thing: there are some fantastic. If I go to Vegas, if I have to go for a convention, there's spectacular gyms. They have legit gyms. They have legit spas. They have great pools. They have all kinds of stuff outside, and you could rent a car and take a ride into the mountains. It's fantastic. So, but me sitting at a table all night playing gambling, it's not what I like to do. Joe Perry is cool because he has that.
She just want to like his wife. What? Tina is his wife's name. She doesn't like me. She thinks I'm full of myself.
Well, yeah, and she's right. Danny, your wife is right. But the Portuguese blood, yes, that Joe Perry is he's a character. Joe
Perry? He's in the band?
Yeah, Joe's a guitar player. Joe is the guitar player in the band. He left for a while. He's a character. That's all I could say. He hangs out with Johnny Depp.
Oh, does he? Oh, God.
Okay, he hangs out with Johnny Depp, and he almost had a heart attack during a show a couple of years ago. I mean, it's documented.
How do you almost have a heart attack? Don't you either have one or not?
All right, so let's say he had a heart attack. I wasn't the doctor there, but I got a phone call from somebody. You got to rush out to Coney Island. A record producer, a friend of mine, calls me up and says, "Hey, we got to rush out. Joe had a heart attack in Coney Island." And I told somebody that I was with that I had to leave, and they said to me, "Are you still getting paid by that band to go rush out there?" I was like, leave me alone. And long story short, he was still partying. These guys are 70-something years old. Okay. And to hang out with Johnny Depp is a full-on madman. There's no hiding the fact.
Why would anybody want to hang out with Johnny Depp?
Look, because Johnny is a musician. He's a pretty decent guitar player. So they have a band. Joe Perry, Alice Cooper, and Johnny Depp, and they tour all over the place.
Yeah.
Vegas is dangerous, huh?
Get married. Why, Alicia? Did you get married? Get drunk and get married? Alicia, is that what you tell us? Oh, okay. Hold on, Danny. Danny's on fire here today. We got to get him up here. Hold on. I'm working hard to convince my wife that Tom's a good guy. It shouldn't be that hard to do. I mean, it's well documented what a great guy I am. Right?
Well, you know what? You got that.
Is that? I mean,
I don't know, Danny. You got to stand up. You got to stand up for your friendships. That's really what it comes down to. Your friends with Tom,
good
right?
point.
You got to stand up for your buddies. Right?
Good point.
Guys,
so he's picking his wife. He's picking his wife over his friends.
Well, no, but I'm not asking him to do that. I'm asking him to don't sell your friends out. Okay. Right. In other words, you and Danny have a relationship, and he comes on the show all the time. And Tom, yes, you are a tough sell to some people. As I am. I mean, I'm just when I talk to you, I'm talking to myself.
I like the way to say that. I'm a tough sell to people.
You're a tough sell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, notice Dory's not making any comments on our. I think she's mad at both of us now. Yeah, Dory's
really. Oh, so you guys had problems at work?
Right. It's been. I'll tell you what. We brought somebody in. There's some real firecracker from Sarnia. Okay, Karen. She is it's from Sarnia. She is a firecracker, and she knows how to build websites. Fantastic. Right. I mean, she's really, really good at it. Right. Okay. Long story short, she's the kind of person that tells you how great. Did you see the job I did? Isn't that fantastic? This is the best thing you're ever going to see. Wait till you see the new website, stuff like that. Well, I'm used to stuff like that because I've been with working with entertainers. And they're constantly doing that. So all you say is, okay, great. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to be excited. And then, you could turn it around. Right. And when somebody's bragging about themselves, say, well, you could do this, give them something that
Totally.
right?
Yeah.
You take advantage of it. So at times, Dory just it rubbed her the wrong way, which I could see. So you rub her the wrong way. I've rubbed her the wrong way. Karen, the website designer. What do we got
You
here?
should hang out with Tom later and get an ass kicking shape as opposed to hanging out with someone and sticking powder up their nose. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a dig on you?
I could be. I'm not hanging out with Joe Perry or Johnny Depp ever.
No.
But I will tell you, in the '80s, yes, I worked for those guys and got paid a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I don't, and then when I stopped working with them in the beginning of 2000, I didn't hang out with them as much.
Right.
So it was a great gig. I was a kid from the Bronx, right? I was a kid from the Bronx, and I all of a sudden I'm touring with a major rock band and getting paid for it, which was
They were touring with you. What are you talking about?
Well, they didn't know that. Yeah, they didn't realize it.
Didn't realize that.
We had some fun. We had some crazy times.
Yeah.
But Danny, stick up for your friends.
Yeah, that's got me bothered a little bit right now too. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight.
Well, all you got to say is, "Well, I'm not like Tom, but I like hanging out with him." That's all.
Yeah.
Tom is not going to turn you into somebody you're not.
Yeah. And my life is pretty public too. It's all chronologue, dialogue, whatever you want to call it.
It's all cats and dogs. No, there's no
it's all cats and dogs.
It's all. It stands your ground. It's respect.
Right. Hey, yeah. Exactly. Charity events.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the charity event.
Did you see me? Did you see me
yes.
dancing? Oh my God!
It's all over. It was. I think that was on page 6.
I had to repost it too to make sure everybody saw me dancing.
I don't blame you. It was great. But listen, you made that kid's day. You made a bunch of those kids' days. That's that's what's important though, Tom. When you are in a position like all these other athletes, okay, or entertainers, you could make somebody's day. You could affect their life just by smiling at them, signing an autograph.
Those people are so fantastic too, because there's no game playing, there's no agenda to them. They say what's on their mind, good or bad. That they're happy to see you. They're jumping up and down. That was fantastic. That's one of those events that when you leave it, you're going, "Wow, that was like I was there for 3 or 4 hours, whatever it was." It flew by. Yeah, it was great. That was fantastic. Yeah, really
but you're lucky. See, you get it. A lot of guys don't get it. A lot of people don't get that.
Yeah, it's true.
I've been with entertainers. They just, pardon me. They just snub a person. You could see it. They deflated this kid. He'll never forget that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Totally.
Go ahead.
No, it's very true too. Yeah, you can really make a difference in somebody's life just with a small little gesture, right? Shaking their hand or smiling with her. She wanted to dance. She was funny. She was up dancing on the stage. I think she won first place, so we gave her the gold medal. And she was dancing. She asked me to dance. I said, "Absolutely, let's go."
Yeah, well, and you did a good job. We got to work on it a little bit. There's that. I'll send you the Dancing with the Stars guy. I can't think of his name now. Maybe one of the.
You know what? I dropped the ball there because I have been practicing my dancing at home, but when I got on stage, I think there's a little bit of stage fright or whatever.
Instead of that, you got to do the shoulders. You got to loosen up. Just loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe a little turn.
Can I do a spin? That's nice. I did do a video at the beach before the dogs showed up of me dancing, and I did a big jump and turn at the same time, and landed with my butt towards the camera, and then smacked my rear end.
Oh my God, that's awesome!
Beautiful. It was spectacular. It was right out of a movie like John Travolta or something like that.
Yeah. Tight turn to the boards, change direction. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, special.
It was like who?
John Travolta.
Well, there you go. Okay. Yeah,
definitely. Just like him.
Saturday night. Saturday Night Fever?
Saturday Night Fever, that's what it was, yes.
Yeah. Saturday Night Fever. I don't see you dressing like that.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine dancing like that? I guess part of me would like,
well, I mean, if you could do it. See, the whole thing is this. We don't believe that we can do it. Those guys can do it, and they believe they can do it. So they look cool.
Yeah.
It's not
I get more like that, yeah.
I mean, it would be great that I don't know what guy's name is, Derek maybe or something like that. Whatever the guy's name is on Dancing with the Stars, he's a young guy. He's in great shape.
Dancing is not as much moving your shoulders as moving your hips. Okay, I like it. We got to get hips going.
Oh, we need hips now. Hips, the shoulders. All right, so
whatever you say, Alicia. Whatever you say. I am moving my hips. My hips and my lips. My hips and my lips.
That's it. There you go.
So what do you get going on? How's the cleanup down there from Hurricane Ian?
It's still going. It really is. It's still going. The beaches. Look, the bottom line is the beaches are closed. They enter at your own risk. You could, you have to. They recommend not going in the water, and they recommend wearing shoes, not walking barefoot on the beach because there's stuff coming up. Right. And I don't think we talked about it, you and I, but three buddies of mine took their boat out last week, and 5 miles. This is a true story. 5 miles out from the beach.
Right.
they hit a BMW, submerged BMW, 5 miles out. Okay,
Wow.
hit a submerged BMW. It ripped
Wow.
their prop off. They had to
Wow.
get rescued.
Wow.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Coast Guard
Yeah.
came and all that
Wow.
stuff.
That's
So
amazing.
stuff like that is going on.
Yeah.
But people, I mean, nobody is sitting on their hands down here. They are working their rear end off.
Good.
But you know, so yeah,
We have to wear shoes on our beach up here too because there's dog poop all over the beach. So,
but that would be a sin. Is there really? They're
yes,
letting
well,
the
that's
dogs-
another thing I didn't bring up.
That's
Yeah,
horrendous.
totally. It's just I hate to keep repeating myself. It's just a
No.
total lack of respect. Yeah.
But so you're going to have to contact somebody.
Oh
There's
no, I'm
no.
contacting the people I need to contact on the beach at the
So
scene.
you are the beach cop.
I'm a beach resident. I know the rules, and I have the right to defend myself and demand respect.
Oh, great. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So you must be a lot of fun when we walk down. I'm going to fly in just to walk down in New York City with you.
Oh, we dropped some shoulders a few times. Yeah, we dropped shoulder. Oh yeah.
So I saw a couple of videos and I couldn't figure out how to send it to you because we could do a whole podcast and I don't know if I sent it to you. There is a video of a poor guy, no shirt. He's got just shorts on, gym shorts. He's standing on the subway train tracks. He's standing on the train tracks. The train is right behind him. The conductor is standing out there. There's 2 cops on the platform and a whole bunch of witnesses. And he wants to kill himself. He wants to hit the third rail.
Oh.
Okay. And he keeps on like putting his hand there. Well, nobody's taking any action. The cops are afraid. I'm not faulting anybody, but a couple of people start heckling him saying, you don't want to kill yourself. If you want to kill yourself, touch the third rail. Right. Because I got to get home to my wife and kids. Okay. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It would be because it's almost like, you know, if we look at it in a serious way, it's a podcast. Right. Like, what would you do? And people would chime in, you know, but a couple.
I saw a great video of a guy who was going to commit suicide. He was pouring gasoline. He was in a park. There's a bunch of people around pouring gasoline all over himself. Reached for the lighter, and everybody else is scattering. They're scared. One guy ran towards him, knocked the lighter out of his hand, and pulled the guy down again. It was pretty emotional. Video.
Those are sharp. But this one, I don't know. And I asked my friend who sent it to me because he said, "What would you do?" I asked my friend, "How did it end?" And he didn't even know how the video ended. You know, so it just happened. It was New York City subway, and I think it was.
Yes, Alicia, they are required to pick up the poop. It's a town ordinance. But apparently, people think that they're better than everybody else. Again, it just goes back to everybody just thinking they can just do whatever they want to do. Not, that's the wrong way of putting it. Not everybody. It seems like a certain percentage of people in every situation just feel like they can do whatever they want.
I think with dog poop, and this is really, you know, the bottom line is people aren't aware of certain things, but I think stuff like that, that is something that is, they have a disregard for everybody else. Yeah. It's a disregard. So that is disrespectful.
Well, and even if they say, well, I didn't see the dog poop. Well, okay, but it's your job that's your dog. You know, it's other people are on the beach.
It's their dog. Yeah, they're walking their dog. They must know when the hell the dog stops.
Well, I think it's your responsibility to know when, like, watch your dog. Right?
Yeah. How about they should just get whoever the ticket guy is in that town, however that works, whoever would hand out a summons. Is it a summons you get?
Here's the thing. So they have a guy at the booth, but starting December 1st, that booth is not manned anymore. It goes into, I think, February or something like that. Then I'll have somebody there. So right now, there's really nobody to do a complaint to. There's a guy that lives, I guess a caretaker, whatever you call him, lives on the park, but he lives in his private home. So I guess you got to go, knock on the door. There's poop on the beach.
Imagine that's something.
I'm sure he's just aggravated. It's like, okay, seriously, you want me to go pick up the poop on the beach?
You should pick up the poop, put it in a bag, put it underneath his mailbox so he steps on it when he goes to get his mail. There you go. That's like a school move. That might be better than throwing the trainer's equipment on top of his car at the Canadian Olympic team tryouts. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying?
And believing that it was a good idea too.
That's what I mean. So it shows how much you've grown because you didn't even like latch on to that suggestion. No. You know what I'm saying? So you've grown. Look at that.
I've grown. I just deal with things directly now. There's no need to go, get somebody else. There's laws being broken all over the place. Police got other things to do. I feel it's my place to educate.
I know you're not a movie person, but growing up, did you like the Clint Eastwood movies?
Clint Eastwood and John Wayne, yes.
Yeah. And how about that other crazy guy, the Bronson, whatever?
Charles Bronson, yeah.
Charles Bronson. You liked him too?
Yeah, he had that series where he was he was the guy, his wife got killed or something like that, and he went around and killed all the bad guys. That was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there
Oh,
you
but
go. So
John Wayne. Oh, definitely John Wayne. Saying
John
John Wayne would do the same thing.
yeah, John Wayne.
Yeah, he would say to people, pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's one movie, I think it was the start of, can't remember which one it was. So he's riding by, and these bad guys are picking on this man and a kid, or they're going to hang the man because he's a sheep herder.
Yeah.
And there's a kid, I guess his son, and so he was John Wayne saying, just stay out of it. He's talking to himself, stay out of it, stay out of it. It's none of your business. And then they kick the kid. He says, "Oh, why'd they have to kick the kid?" So same thing.
Amazing. So then Johnny Ringo, that was a good movie too.
Johnny Ringo was good, yeah.
Remember that with whoever the actor was when he goes, "I'm your Huckleberry."
Oh yes. Oh, that's right too. That's
Tombstone. That's Tombstone.
No. It's Lonesome Dove, isn't it? No. You're right. It is Tombstone. Yes.
Tombstone. So that is a good movie. I mean,
Lonesome Dove was a good series too. That was excellent.
Yeah. But
Death Wish was the one that Charles Bronson was in. Death Wish. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bill.
Yeah, Bill making an appearance. That's
Bill,
it. Huh?
Bill with the made-up last name. Yeah.
Bill, you're either not listening or my English is getting better. I have to believe you're not listening because I know my English hasn't gotten better.
Yeah.
So
I love that you both are making this world a better place by stating the obvious. Oh, jeez, wow. Alicia, I back you up totally.
Wow.
And that's
me too. Oh yeah, it's always a pleasure to hear. Yeah.
Oh my God, talk about my feelings being hurt. What if somebody else says it to you, but somebody
reminded that you're old. Reminded that you're
no, we don't say old. We don't say old.
No, she called you old, didn't she?
Somebody
isn't she the one that called you old? Come on.
Alicia did?
Yeah, somebody did. Remember a couple shows ago.
God, Alicia.
Yeah.
What after? Oh.
Yeah. That's why you gotta watch. Don't get too excited with these comments.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I said it in a good way, Tom. Stating the obvious. But I don't. You think that's kind of backing away there a little bit? I think just stick with your statement. Oh, hold on here. Bill with the funny last name, or not real last name. Bill Tom Love, Brokeback Mountain. I swear to God,
it's a buddy film.
I cannot bring myself to watch that movie.
I haven't. I can't
do it.
I just don't have the time.
Yeah,
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I totally right. That's a good point. It's just not my thing. Yep.
No.
But
But the other ones you mentioned, those are good ones. Michael Douglas had another good one where he wears like glasses and he's a vigilante kind of guy. And in San Francisco. Yeah, I remember the name of it. But that was a funny one.
He kind of just snapped, right? Like he had lost his job. Yeah. Oh, that was true. That was a good one.
It was interesting. It really was.
Yeah.
But so the subway video one, I gotta send that to you because that's thought provoking. Okay. And then the other one, which just drove me crazy, is some guy who, once again, in the streets of New York City, tall guy like our size, let's say, and some old lady is walking down the block, and he just gets like behind her, like these circles, behind her, and out of his back of his coat, he pulls out a baseball bat, sneaks up behind her and hits her in the back of the head, and she goes down, and it's like kicking in pain. And he thought it was funny.
Oh, there's a lot of that.
And that's on security cam. Thankfully, it wasn't some moron videoing it and didn't do anything,
Right. Yeah. But that's going on a lot in the city. People especially old people, are getting attacked.
That's
the Asian
terrible.
people, the Asian hate. I had the Rangers had me down in Chinatown for the Chinese New Year's parade kickoff.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting being down there, listening to them talk about the Asian hate. Big topic. Yeah.
Well, I mean, my daughter-in-law, Louis' wife, is from Singapore, so they live there, and they live in Jersey City. I want to say, Jersey City, and you got to be concerned about that. Unfortunately, that's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. So Alicia's clearing up her comments here. Okay. Wow. So, all right. So maybe I'll feel better after I read this. The obvious is that what people are missing. Oh, the obvious is what people are missing. So she's clarifying what she's saying. Example, picking up after the pets, keeping them on a leash, respect for others. Okay. She clarified it. I feel better. I feel better now.
You know what? She could be a public relations person.
Yeah.
She could run PR for you.
So let's analyze this. Do you think she made the initial statement, then realized, oh, that doesn't sound very good towards my good friend Tom? So she's now backtracking.
She's clarifying. How's that?
Clarifying.
Isn't that you like that? You like
okay.
Look how much work I've been doing because 10 years ago I would have rolled her under the bus and everybody else. You know what I mean? I'm working hard as hell with all of this stuff. I watch motivational stuff for 30 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day.
Yeah,
totally. Just because I'm brainwashing myself.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? That's a great point. So now I've learned to do that. I think you've helped me with this too. So my routine in the morning, what I've added to it is, after I go out for my motivational video and post that, I leave for the gym at exactly 4:10. So usually I'm back in the house by 4. So for 10 minutes, I go in my kitchen and instead of sitting down, I've got my bar that I built. And I watch all those Instagram reels, and they got some really good motivational music. And
Fantastic.
Yeah. So it makes a big difference. And I realized, because I warm up my body to work out, why don't I warm up my mind, right?
I'll tell you on YouTube, what I do is I'll just in the search bar, I'll put in motivational.
Yeah.
And then what I like about those is they play them one after the other, but the videos themselves are like maybe 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
So you could watch it, leave, do whatever, but it's just 30 minutes of motivation.
Totally. No, that's good stuff.
With the music and everything.
Yeah. Oh, this is good stuff. There's this one girl, a fantastic video. I'll send it to you. I think it's a real competition. It's she's got one leg, she's got a prosthetic leg, and she's doing like the clean and jerk.
Yeah.
And it's they got a couple of different versions with really good music to it.
Yeah.
And she fails the first time. She's upset at herself. She fails the second time. Now she's crying, leaning over like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third time she gets it. So it's showing people like, just don't quit. You'll get it.
Yeah,
get it.
exactly.
Oh, man, it's incredible to watch. I watched it. I've saved it. I'll post it too.
Yeah. Do that. So some of those videos are incredible, and some of the things that you working with the Special Olympics or working with the sled hockey people. Yeah, the stuff that these people do is just amazing.
This one guy in the sled hockey team. There's another great video too. You may have seen it where a guy with one arm does the clean and jerk, and he's got some pretty good weight on there too. Like looks like 250, 275 pounds.
Yeah,
and he does it, and it's just like it gets you so pumped up when you're watching it. You say, I'm complaining today because I got a headache or whatever it is. Like,
that's important too. I mean, that's why gratitude. I've only since I started on this thing, how important gratitude is.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? It's how important. I mean, somebody right now didn't wake up. And they had plans for this morning. Yeah, they had plans for this morning. They had plans to watch this podcast, and they passed away. Somebody's going to die like this afternoon that had plans for tonight or plans for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that we wake up, when I see people in the morning, when I'm going on my little walk into the sunshine, and people say good morning, they say good morning. I say, hey, how's it going? And if they ask me, how's it going? How are you doing? I said, hey, we woke up. That's it. Yeah. Everything's a bonus now.
Yep. My father knew a guy who had a dog with 3 legs and one nothing. I had a dog with only 3 legs, Yo-Yo. So the dog had 4 legs, got in a fight with a German Shepherd. They tried to heal the leg. They couldn't do it. So my father took it away. We thought he was taking the dog away to take it to put down. And we didn't talk about it that much. About 3 days later, we went to pick up the dog. The dog jumped out of the truck with 3 legs and it was fine. No problem at all. It looked terrible. Yeah, it looked terrible because they shaved all around where the leg joint was, right? But the dog didn't care. The dog was having a blast. He was just happy to see us again. Yeah.
And that night you had leg of lamb.
Imagine like a dog.
Like a lamb.
Oh, on the farm though, it was funny because we'd be petting a cow one day, and the next day that cow would be in the freezer all chopped up.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
I was just trying to stay awake. Wait, Tom is only on. Oh God.
Oh my God.
What is the hostility, Bill? But just because
he's the best. He's just listen to me. He's a retired fire guy. He's not in the firehouse anymore. He can't break anybody's chops.
But why does he make up a last name though? He just like throws a bunch of letters together and comes up with that name. That's not a real name.
No, that might be like a disease in some countries. You have contradidiac.
Yeah.
What? What's that? Yeah, it's going to fall off. What's going to fall off?
And he's a junior, so that means there's another one with the same name.
Sure.
My God.
He's a big guy. He's good people. He's here faithfully.
Maybe he could go talk to Danny's wife, Tina, and explain that I'm a nice guy. Think he'd do that?
Nobody says you're a nice guy. You're a nice guy to guys. You know what I'm saying? You're a guy's
Danny's wife, Tina, the Brazilian, I'm assuming Brazilian, thinks that I'm full of myself. I just know where she gets that.
No, neither do I. I don't know. Wow, really? That's amazing.
It's been stated on the show. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Listen, what they're doing is they're firing the warning shot. They are throwing the stick to the dog. Okay, they're firing a warning shot. They're afraid we might rub off
on Danny.
On their.
Oh, okay. So let me get this straight. This is good. I like this.
Think about this.
So Tina is concerned. His lovely wife is concerned
that Danny might become like you.
Oh, so she's putting me in a very negative light. So he realizes that he should not follow suit. Oh, I get it. That's good by you. Nice. Good.
Danny, you should bring back flowers, kiss her passionately, and just. Right. Do something you don't normally do.
Yeah. Say bad things about me. Yeah, you know what? He's right.
No, not bad things. Do something good and say, I was inspired by what Tom said on his podcast.
Oh no, he can't do that because then
Sure he
she's
can.
going to start worrying about him like he's going to turn.
No, I said do something good out of the normal. I'm sure in relationships we could all do something today or tomorrow that is completely out of character and unusual. That is a nice thing to do in our relationship. Okay,
Right,
no one's perfect here,
Definitely.
and so the next time Danny does that, he can attribute it to this podcast.
Right. Good point. Good point. But if we are not full of ourselves, what do you feel? I agree. It's in the other. We talked about this. It's in the other person's perception.
She's Sigmund Freud. Oh my God!
Yeah, of course she is now.
Yeah.
Now she's back in the good graces now. Yeah.
And what happened to the sleep doctor? He went to sleep.
Yeah, seriously, where did he go?
Duffy's gone. Duffy's gone. Where did he go? Wait, he made a little
very true.
comment. He made a little comment. That was it.
Either you're showing up for the full 60 minutes or you just don't show
Oh wait,
up at
hold
all.
on.
My wife was Azorian, Portuguese descent. Azorian. Oh, wow.
Azorian. Is that that's a planet on Star Trek? Or where is
Where
Azoria?
is
Where's
Azoria?
Azoria? Do you know, Tom?
Azorian. So it's Azoria, right? It's Azoria. Huh.
The country of Azoria.
Yeah, it's in South Africa. No, it's
You
just
think so?
it's in Africa.
Well, maybe we could start a hockey team there and compete in the Olympics.
Yep, Azorian Portuguese team. Yeah.
Yeah, and she could be his wife's name is Tina. Tina could be the manager, team manager.
That's right too. Well, I couldn't play on the team because I'm full of myself, right? So, yeah.
Well, no, you'd be perfect. You were on Survivor.
That's true. 45 days with a phone, computer.
That's amazing. But
You know what? It was
what
amazing.
do they pay? About $1 million each, you guys?
I can't go to the bathroom now without bringing my phone. Imagine 45 days. No, they didn't pay us very much.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was blasphemy.
And I know you can't disclose it, but you saying that not much. That's not much.
Hold on here. It's an archipelago in the middle of Atlantic. Archipelago. Wow, you gotta find that now, man. This is an educational day.
That's great. So Azoria is an archipelago.
Archipelago in the middle. So I'm assuming a small island.
But think about that, Tom. Azoria is an archipelago. Archipelago. Imagine from
two words.
Where's Bill now? Correct me now, Bill, wherever you are.
Yeah, Billy boy. Billy fake last name.
That's so tough.
It's an archipelago in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. All right. Wow. Yeah. That means it's like a buoy, and there's like 1,000 people hanging.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Think.
So archipelago. It's like that movie with Kevin Costner with the Aquaman or whatever, was it Waterboy? No, he was out in the middle. Remember the Earth had flooded.
Oh yeah. I didn't
half fish, half man.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. Those imagination. I'm not. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I actually like that movie. You had to save the girl. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's so you like those simple.
Waterworld.
Okay.
Waterworld.
Yeah, Waterworld.
That's some Billy Contra. Google by tomorrow.
Bill helped us. Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Phony last name. That's his real name. Bill Phony last name.
Oh, what do you got? What do you got this week with the Rangers? Anything?
Quiet week this week. Nothing going on right now. I'm usually like the last minute kind of guy, because I'm local, no kids, single, still. Tina won't get me a girlfriend.
Now, what have you heard? Because I'm not up there, but have you heard about the apartment house in Harrison that I think burnt down or something like that?
No.
There's an apartment house in Harrison. I thought that the Rangers would contact you for that. There's an apartment house in Harrison, and there is a and there is a temple, a temple in Harrison that is going to have some kind of like a little fundraiser on Saturday. And I thought that they were contacting the Rangers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm
to help these people. Yeah.
I'm good friends with the former mayor of Harrison. Maybe I'll give him a call too. See what's going on.
Well, why not? Yeah, it's in. I'll find and I'll text you. I'll find
the singer Nelly Furtado is of Azorian Portuguese descent. Perhaps Joe Perry is also of that extraction. Look at the words Danny's throwing out there.
Extraction.
Oh, that's extraction.
Is extraction
archipelago, Azorian archipelago. Extraction. Oh, he's got the dictionary out today.
Extraction, huh? Of that persuasion, extraction. I don't know if extraction is the word. I think you really want to get extracted from the archipelago when there's a hurricane. When there's a hurricane,
yes,
right. When there's a hurricane, you don't want to be on that little island. That must be a nice island. Danny, have you been to that island?
Azorian Portuguese archipelago and extraction. I know I've heard the word extraction, but never used in that.
Sounds pretty cool to me, right?
Yeah.
Sounds very, very, very cool.
Oh, hold on one second. Hold on. We get some update here. Billy, phony last name. Harrison, New Jersey. Oh, I was thinking Harrison, New York.
Yeah, no, it's Harrison, New York. I'm sorry about that. Thanks for the plug for Pector's Bakery, though. Best seeded rye bread.
Yeah.
So you leave Rye, New York to go to
Harrison,
place in Harrison, New Jersey.
Oh,
right,
to get
right,
bread.
to get the bread that's made in Rye, New York.
What are you doing eating bread? It's very unhealthy for you. What you doing?
Right there, you go. You need wraps, little healthy wraps.
Hold on here.
Gluten-free.
Danny's getting full of himself now. I'm smarter than I look.
Right now, you look like highlight rivalry.
Yeah.
You don't even have a picture on your thing.
Yeah, really, Danny. Why don't you have a picture?
Come
you
on,
sent a nice
Dan.
picture. Beautiful wife. You sent a picture.
Well, that must, yeah. So put, yeah, that's it. Put your wife on there.
Yeah, totally.
That's exotic. That sounds like an exotic place there outside
Yeah.
of Portugal and Acapello.
Remember the movie? What was the other movie with Brad Pitt where he's the general manager of the
Moneyball.
Moneyball. Remember they were
Moneyball.
sitting in the meeting with the scouts, and the scouts were saying, "Ugly girlfriend, no confidence. Ugly girlfriend."
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Oh.
That's funny stuff. That was a good movie. Billy B.
Yeah, I like that.
Brad
I like that
Pitt, good movie. And in that movie is Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill was the heavyset guy who now has lost weight.
Yeah.
He has a Netflix documentary where he interviews his psychiatrist or psychologist, and it's really good. It's called Stutz, Stutz. It's really good though. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for brutalizing. You're welcome. Yeah, that's what I do, man.
All
That's
right.
it.
So, what do you got planned then? What's going on this weekend? Anything exciting?
I'm going to continue to try and bring this Wellness Connects website into play, and
is that up and running yet?
It is up and running. Wellness Connects with an S.com. It is up and running.
Okay.
And if you are a watcher of the Laidlaw True Grit channel, we will give you a special deal and get you on there. If you are a medium, hypnotist, anything out of the norm.
Yeah, very good.
We will open you with welcome arms.
Definitely. All right, so I'm going to go to Costco right now in Port Chester, New York. If anybody wants to join me, what time is it right now? So,
what are you going to get there? What are you going?
I've got to get cranberry juice. What else do I need? Some cucumbers. What else? Bananas.
Okay.
And then I have to go up and down every aisle too. Because first of all, they move things around. I don't know how people know this. They don't, and there's no signs where everything is because they want you to go through every aisle.
Yeah,
buy all the stuff.
Smart.
They got a lot of good strategy there.
Yeah, there's tons of strategy in that and all of that. So, do you complain about it though? Do you talk to someone?
No, because I understand there's a reason for it. Okay. There's a reason why they're doing it that way. They want you to go up and down every aisle. So complaining about it wouldn't do any good. I understand the strategy. So like same with the dog thing, I don't understand the strategy of having your dog. Yeah.
Now you going with a list, Tom? You have a list fully prepared? No. You're just off the cuff, huh?
Oh yes. Yeah. And you go in the same place. I know all the guys high-fiving, knuckles, hugging some guys. Yeah.
No, I understand all of that. But when you come back home then and you realize you didn't get Parmesan cheese and you need it for tonight, what happens?
You go back again. You go back
again. So you have free time. You have some free time.
When it's like that, or else you just make do. But I also always have backup, right? Like if it's Parmesan cheese, there's a backup.
Oh, so you're like the warehouse. You're like the auxiliary warehouse for Costco.
And when you put it in the pantry drawer, you have to have the backup behind the original one. So okay, you pull it out. So I do a scan of the kitchen cabinets and the refrigerator and the freezer to see what's needed there. And a lot of stuff in Costco, it always comes in bulk anyways, right? So you can buy a thing of cranberry juice. There's two of them tied together.
So what woman wouldn't want to be with you? Look how organized you are.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
That might be a little bit.
There are some women.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start sending you recommendations.
Yeah.
Because my God, that's way too insane for me. But God bless you. That's very.
I know. You got to see my Tupperware drawer. I'll take a picture of that and show. It is all organized. Nothing worse than an unorganized Tupperware drawer.
Oh God. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
And the towel hanging on the dishwasher the tag on the towel has to be in the back so you can't see the tag. All right.
All right, I could appreciate that. Right, that makes sense. Yeah, that's good. And do you have like towel racks in your bathroom or
towel racks in the bathroom? Yep. And same thing. The towel's there. The tag has to be in the back so you don't see the towel. You can't be putting like in the bed has to be perfect. You can't be putting the towel back on the rack just haphazardly. It has to be like a hotel.
I got a reality show for you.
Okay. Yes.
We got to pick the messiest woman in the world, just a flat out messy person. Okay, and it could just be a relationship. It just starts out as a relationship in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Right.
And you deal with that. That's a reality.
So I'll give you a short little story. So a woman had come to spend some time with me and it was in the bathroom. And after I went in there, she apparently tried to take like a bath in the sink because the water was all over the top of the sink. That's awesome. Which I could see, okay, you do that. All right, that's fine, but clean it up. So then I go in, I sit there like, so when we were just getting to know each other too, I said, this isn't going to work out too well. It's,
Well, she was-
it's another level of disrespect. Like
Oh, no,
clean,
stop.
clean the sink off.
You know what? This next comment should be on OnlyFans, but I'm going to share this with you.
Okay.
Maybe she was cleaning up so that it'd be, things would be, there was respect. In other words, you understand? There were two choices there. Don't clean up or
Clean up. What? I mean, the sink was a mess. Like,
All right,
I'm listening.
you got about 3 minutes and then we'll talk about this off the air, but I'll explain it to you.
Okay. She was cleaned up. Okay.
Okay.
She's
You got,
cleaning
okay.
up.
Yeah,
But
right.
still,
Okay.
still, the mess was still there, regardless of the reason why the mess.
But it
was
wasn't, the mess was now in the bathroom and she was going into the bedroom, let's say, or someplace
there. No,
else.
she was getting ready to leave. That's the thing. Like I was giving her a ride, so she was leaving. She's leaving the sink the way it was, leaving my location.
Maybe
leaving
you
the
thought
sink.
she was leaving because really she had a surprise for you. I have no idea. We'll
No,
talk
I
about
was
this
kidding.
later.
I was
This
that's. I think I need to get this off my chest right now.
Follow us on the Tom Laidlaw OnlyFans, wherever those things are. I don't even know the website. $10 a month is the subscription, and we will talk on our OnlyFans page.
Respect. Okay, we're gonna do a whole
Respect.
month-long segment on respect.
Okay,
Okay.
buddy.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, I hear you. You're a woman's only. You're the dream guy. This is
Right.
this,
As long as
it's
people
hot.
just clean up. As long as they just
It's a
clean up.
reality show. What does this say? Oh,
I
there
really
you go.
upset, Tom. That's
You
the way,
two-
Alicia.
You two get a room. You two get a room. You'll fight over who's cleaning, I guess.
All right, everybody. Great show. Everybody respect
Aloha.
each other out there. Don't run red lights. Keep your dogs under control. Pick up poop after you. All right. And
And clean Tom's sink.
that's right, if you're coming over, bring a towel to clean up with too. All right. Bring your own towel. All right. Listen, everybody. Again, 988 is that suicide hotline. If everybody needs any help, and let's reach out to help during the holidays. I saw a really interesting video the other day about people like this time of the year being really hard on a lot of people. So let's make sure we reach out and help each other.
You know what? Laughter is the best medicine. Okay, I hate to tell you, but
Well, cleaning up is pretty good too. Like cleaning.
oh God, laughter is the best medicine. All right,
Okay.
thank you, Tom. I love
See you, buddy.
you. Bye.